if Atiku is a politician, this is his time to play the best card that will guarantee him the presidency in 2031. What is he supposed to do? As a statesman, Atiku will not contest this particular 2027 election. He will allow it. He will even be the one pushing that it is the turn of the South, that they should feel certain candidate to finish the 4 years. And like Peter Obi has said, he's willing to do just 4 years and leave. That 4 years is enough for him. Not just solve Nigerian problems totally, but to redirect Nigeria in the path of growth. Then, if he does that, it means that ADC has potential chance to win 2027 election. The reason is simple. Assuming they bring out Peter Obi, who politically today commands a lot of clout, a lot of population, a lot of people are supporting him. That's why you can see a lot of people say it. If Peter Obi become vice for anybody in ADC, they will withdraw their support. So if Atiku is sharp to see the handwriting on the wall, he will step aside for this 2027 election and allow the Southern candidate. Then ADC will prepare their grounds to win this election and also prepare their grounds for 2031 to continue winning with a Northern candidate when power moves to the north. Hello my people, welcome to my channel. This is Andy Media TV. So guys, on the 31st of December 2025, Mr. Peter Obi held a program in Nikele Resort Hotel in Enugu State, where he officially left the Labour Party to join the African Democratic Congress, the ADC. You recall that the ADC is the party that formed a coalition with the intention of wrestling power from the All Progressive Congress, the APC. So they formed this coalition. It's not coalition of party, but it's coalition of people. So people of like minds, came together to, join the African Democratic Congress, the ADC, to be able to launch a full-fledged opposition that can be able to battle with the incumbent president and the ruling party, All Progressive Congress. So this party, it's been a long-time conversation, that these individuals were having in terms of trying to reach a consensus of what they want. Initially, they want to register, a new party to fly on that new party. But looking at the hurdles they were going through at INEC, under the leadership of former INEC chairman, Professor Yakub Mahmoud, so they foresaw it that the All Progressive Congress, the ruling party, may through INEC frustrate their effort to create a new, party, which they want to build from and then be able to prepare it for the 2027 general election. So having thought it wise, they decided to adopt, an existing party to be able to build on the platform of that party to prepare it ahead of the 2027 election. And that was how the African Democratic Congress became the favorite party that was chosen. And when this party was chosen, you recall that the chairman of the party and, other escorts of the party voluntarily resigned their position to create way for an interim, national leadership, which led to them appointing former Senate President, Senator David Mark, and Rauf Aregbesola, the former Minister of Interior, and the former, Minister under Jonathan's administration, the National Publicity Secretary, Abdullahi, who were selected on that day to be the national face of the party at the time. So today, you recall that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar joined, the ADC officially after resigning from the People's Democratic Party. So many of them like Chibike Rotimi Amaechi, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, and the rest of whole other, members of PDP who has left, the disgruntled party to join the ADC. So this is just a little background, of what has been happening before this day. So, but when everybody was joining, Peter Obi, was not officially in the party, but he has been a member of that coalition from the beginning. He is part of the brain behind the coalition because they felt that instead of, every individual contesting for the office of the president in different, parties, which we split their votes, that is better that they come together, form an alliance and have, a very, good and transparent primary to elect someone who can be able to flag the presidential flag for, that party. And that is how they got there. And now, when every other person was joining the party, Peter Obi was, he was, still claiming to be the member of the Labour Party. Despite all the crisis in Labour Party, he stood there with the governor of Abia State, Governor Oti, and they were working hard to be able to rescue the Labour Party, and as alleged that the APC have been creating pockets of problem in all the different political parties. Okay, you know what is going on with the PDP, where Wike, who is serving under the APC under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has been the one creating all kinds of crisis in that party. And then from there, you look at Labour Party, you see the the former chairman Abure and his team, they were having all kinds of factions in that party. You remember the Apapa, led group and the rest of them. And also you look at even SDP is having a problem. Even the ADC that they just adopted, you will see, the former presidential flag bearer of that party is claiming that, that he's not aware of the coalition and all. So a lot of stuff is going on, behind the scene. However, people were worried that Peter Obi has not kind of officially decamped, just like Atiku did. He left PDP, registered in ADC, got his membership card. So people are worried. Even the ADC at some point was even kind of given like an ultimatum that anybody who want to be part of the party should join now. But Peter Obi still was adamant to join on the 31st of December 2025 that he decided to host this event. But there's something that is strategic in that event. When I was listening to him speaking at that event, when they gave him the microphone to speak, he said quite a whole lot of stuff, in terms of that they don't want people to come and be discussing about certificate when it's election time, that this is a pre-election issue, which everybody's certificate need to be verified today before the election and stuff like that. So he said quite a whole lot of stuff. But when I was seeing the headlines that Peter Obi officially decamped on Labour Party to ADC, but all throughout his speech, I didn't hear him mention that he has decamped from Labour Party to ADC. He said in the speech that, many people have been saying, he should decamp and join the ADC. And it was like, decamp from where to where? That ADC, I've been part and parcel of the ADC right from the beginning. I was part of the foundation. I was part of the people that formed the coalition. So I'm in ADC. So where am I leaving to join? That it doesn't need celebration to come and join, leave Labour Party and join the ADC. That statement was kind of strategic to me, because you can't hold him accountable that he said with his mouth that he has decamped from Labour Party to join the ADC. Nobody saw him being issued membership card in that event. I didn't see that, except there's another video, that was there, but I didn't see that. So I think that he was kind of applying wisdom in terms of, okay, I'm with these guys, right? But there's no official resignation from Labour Party. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen any tweet from him saying he has officially decamped. Neither have I seen any letter, published by Peter Obi on any newspaper or Labour Party publishing that they received the letter. But something happened. But before I go into what happened, if you are new to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and also put on your notification bell so that when my next new video drop, you will be among those that will be getting the alert, so that we will catch up these things as they hot. All right? So let's look into what really happened. This movement, this issue, this, a program Peter Obi held on the 31st in Enugu State, 31st December 2025, it has created a lot of waves across political divides. And I will take them one by one. First, let me take the Labour Party. In the Labour Party, they issued a long tweet on, in their X handle, saying that Peter Obi is they feeded an unfitting presidential candidate. That Peter Obi is unfit to be the presidential candidate, but they feeded him in 2023. And they said they don't even know what he's doing in the party, that the Labour Party has done with him in 2024. And he's still hanging in the party with the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, that they don't even know what they are still waiting for. And they don't know why Oti is still delaying. He should also leave because they don't, want them at the party. When I read that, tweet, I laughed because when we look at Labour Party pre-2023, nobody knows who is Labour Party. Nobody knows that political party anywhere. Nobody knows that political party. It does not even exist. It's just on paper. They have nothing until Peter Obi decamped from PDP, prior to that 2023 general election and joined the Labour Party. Just within 8 to 9 months, he joined that party. That party became a global name. You can see what influence can do. His influence turned that political party around. That the party had members of National Assembly, although most of them have decamped already. They have members of National Assembly, which they never had before. They had a governor in Abia, which they never had before. They also have, people that won, pockets of other elections. This is because of his influence joining that political party. And you recall, how his influence also drew funding to that party, because Nigerians, both in Nigeria and the diaspora, supported, the party for him to be able to run his presidential position. And because of his influence, Labour Party was announced third by INEC, in as much as many Nigerians are still believing that he won the election. But going by INEC, who has the official mandate to announce the result, Peter Obi was the third position with over 6 million votes. a party that has never fielded anybody that, makes such feat, are today saying that Peter Obi is an unfit person because he has declined from the party, because he has left the party, because he has officially, had ties with the ADC. So when you look at the way many people are lamenting these days, then you will understand that this man is still a force to be reckoned with when it comes to Nigerian political system. And many people just believed in him because of his personality. He's very humble, right? He's not greedy. He's not a greedy politician. Like he always said, he's not a thief and he's not a saint. That word summarizes who he is. So when you compare him with other Nigerian politicians, there's nobody to compare him with, to be honest. When you check his 8 years as governor, what he did, how much he saved for the state, plus the projects he did, and how he took education from nothing, from number 26 to number 1, how he revamped the health sector, and so on and so forth, implementing MDGs at that time, before he became SDG. So when you look at all the things he did and what he's still doing today as an individual, he visits schools, hospitals, and invest in them, give them checks, make sure that people are not suffering, drill boreholes across the divide. So his kind of political system is different from what you see in a normal Nigerian politician. He's the only person since 8 years in office, there's no case on him. There's no money traced to him that he stole or didn't steal. Nothing. The only governor that doesn't have office of the first lady. So when you look at so many things he did and how he managed the state resources to be able to save, the only governor that saved money, billions of naira and millions of dollars. The only governor. Others, nothing, is debt. So when you look at his record, that's why people believed in him. And those people that believed in him had a movement called Obedient, which garnered that vote that he had when he was the presidential candidate for Labour Party in 2023. So now Labour Party is seeing it that they have lost a rare gem. And when there's a breakup between two lovers, right? The person that they hurt so much will be the one on the internet talking about the other. It's, that's the way it is. But they won't tell you what they did. They'll be telling you what that person did. That is when they now knew the person is a bad person just because he has left them. So that's just what it is. So let's see that Labour Party is somehow crying that they have lost a rare gem. Let's see how far they will fare in 2027. They said he's unfit to become president, right? Let's see the fit person they will field in 2027. And let's see how many seats they will win in the National Assembly or governorship position and other position. Let's see. By 2027, time will tell. So when I saw that video, I was watching the program that day, and I was kind of worried because when you look at the ADC, my study of ADC, raised a lot of red flag for me, and I will tell you why. The reason is because for Atiku to come very early to join that party, he has intention. He has a personal motive, right? And when you check his history, he's somebody that contests presidential election on every election time. If you go and check it, I think since 2007, he started contesting for the presidential position. And for 6 times he contested, he won the primaries of those parties 6 times. But at the end, he will fail in the main election. So to me, I summed it that Atiku has strategy to win primaries, but he have no strategy to win the main election. That is the way I summed it. But I'll tell you how he wins these primaries, because when you listen to several of their colleagues who have spoken a lot concerning how Atiku does his primary, particularly when you look at the former vice presidential candidate of Labour Party, Baba Ahmed, he will tell you that his primaries are always merciless because the primaries are dollarized. That is the whole truth. So delegate system that we use are so corrupt that the person that share the highest dollar to them are the person they will vote for, whether you are competent or not, whether you have anything to offer or not. As far as they have collected that their share, they will vote for the person. It happens across parties. It's not about any party. It happens both in APC, across parties. So now, if you look at how Atiku does his primary and look at the situation today, Peter Obi is contesting, right? Rotimi Amechi is contesting, and then Atiku Abubakar. That's the 3 people we know for now, and under the ADC. So the question now is, how will the primary be held? Because we have had the party saying that they're going to hold through the primary is open. And we were wondering because looking at the unwritten rule or the unwritten understanding between the North and the South, it's been agreed that, South does 8 years, North does 8 years, and they returns back. All right. And now Buhari has done 8 years for the North. So this remaining tenure, President Bola Tinubu just started first 4 years for the South. So we South still have another 4 years to make it 8 before he rotates back to the north. That is the reason why APC has zoned their own to the south, PDP has zoned their own to the south, but ADC are saying they will have open primary, that is no zoning. Now, if they go with no zoning, it means Atiku will win the ticket. And when he wins the ticket, ADC will have problem. 2, if they do his zoning, zone it to the south, then ADC will prepare their grounds to win this election and also prepare their grounds for 2031 to continue winning with a northern candidate when power moves to the north. But if they foolishly make mistake of not following this principle of zoning their ticket to a southern candidate, they will have bigger problem that will destroy that party forever after 2027. Just write it down. I'm telling you because I've studied the permutations of what is going on. Exactly what I told you guys in a reverse between Fubara and Wike, how Fubara have outsmarted Wike. You can see it playing out. So looking at the issue in question, if these are the scenarios I'm trying to give you now, if Atiku is a politician, this is a test case for him. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. If Atiku is a politician, this is his time to play the best card that will guarantee him the presidency in 2031. What is he supposed to do? As a statesman, Atiku will not contest this particular 2027 election. He will allow it. He will even be the one pushing that it is the turn of the South, that they should feel certain candidate to finish the 4 years. And like Peter Obi has said, he's willing to do just 4 years and leave. That 4 years is enough for him. Not just solve Nigerian problems totally, but to redirect Nigeria in the path of growth, all right, so that the next person coming in can build on it. So if that is the case, and South has just 4 years left by 2027 to 2031, what Atiku, being a smart politician, if he is, what he will do is to push for ADC to bring out certain candidate, and they will support the certain candidate. And for now, the certain candidates they have is Peter Obi and Rotimi Amechi. So Peter Obi and Rotimi Amechi can have their personal conversation, all right? And two of them can agree, okay, Amechi, I will support you, Peter, go. Or Peter, I will support you, Amechi, go. Two of them can discuss on themselves, and then one person will emerge. It will become a consensus, candidate for the party. Then, if he does that, it means that ADC has the potential chance to win 2027 election. The reason is simple. Assuming they bring up Peter Obi, who politically today commands a lot of clout, a lot of population, a lot of people are supporting him. That's why you can see a lot of people saying if Peter Obi become vice for anybody in ADC, they will withdraw their support, like Pato, Tommy, and so many people have said so. All right. So telling you that what people want him to become is president, because they have confidence in him that he can manage the resources of the country, just like he has exhibited in Anambra State, and he can be able to redirect this country to the path of growth and many sectors of the economy. So if Atiku is sharp to see the handwriting on the wall, he will step aside for this 2027 election and allow the certain candidate. In fact, he will even push for Peter Obi. Remember, he was presidential candidate for PDP and Peter Obi was his vice a few years back. Then in 2023, Atiku again came back to become the party candidate. And Peter Obi said, no, I can't be vice anymore. I want to be president. I have what it takes to do the job of this country. And that was why he left PDP to join Labour Party at that time, if you remember. So if Peter Obi wanted to be vice, he wouldn't have left PDP. He would have just been vice to Atiku. He was vice prior to 2023 election. So, but for him to leave PDP to join Labour at that time means he doesn't want to be vice. And he has said this severally. He cannot be touring different countries of the world, learning how countries who are doing well have done the things they did, and which he want to replicate in our own country, that, the way he fits our system. Will he now at the end come and become vice? That he won't have the mandate to do all those things. That's why I want to be in the uppermost position to be able to deliver those things he has seen and learned on how it is done. So if Atiku is smart enough, I believe people should advise him. He should not come out for 2027. Support Peter Obi to become the candidate of the party. If Peter Obi run under ADC, I bet you 60 to 70% of Nigerians will vote for him. And they will fight to make sure that the vote will count. Because that is their only hope of survival. Looking at the way things are going on in the country today. Insecurity issues, hunger issues, hardship issues, a lot of taxation on people, and so on and so forth. So people are fed up. Subsidy money, nobody knows where it is going, and so on and so forth. So people are fed up, people are frustrated, people are tired. So the citizens will support Peter Obi with all their full chest, and Peter Obi will become the president. And after 4 years, before he now leaves, we have consolidated good things across the country. Nigeria must have seen signs that yes, his policies are working for the country, which makes the platform easier for ADC to consolidate power by 2031. That's when Atiku can now come on board and now do the 8 years of the North if he wants to, And by then, with the good thing Peter Obi has set, as platform, Atiku building on it at that time will guarantee ADC to consolidate power that APC will just fizzle out, just like PDP fizzled out. So that is the way he should play his card if he's a smart politician. But if he wants that his personal ambition to becloud his reasoning and his judgment, then let him fight for the ADC ticket. If Atiku wins ADC ticket, ADC will die naturally. They won't go far in the election. And after that election, they will collapse completely. Many people will leave the ADC. And even if Atiku even become ADC candidate, many people in ADC will still leave ADC. Because there are many people that are not really, his supporters who are still in that party today. So when you look at what is happening, a smart politician should think ahead of time. That's what Tinubu did. He was supporting, President Buhari that time. He was installing people, planning his way on how to grab it. The moment he waited for Buhari to finish 8 years of the North, Tinubu launched his own ambition. And they grabbed it by hook and sinker, whichever way he grabbed it. That's the bottom line. So that's why they call him strategist. He thought very well, planned it very well, orchestrated it, and then catch it. So that's what Atiku should do. If he still want to be president of Nigeria, he should defy it to 2031. Support Peter Obi now. Peter Obi will win it if he becomes the candidate of that party. Peter Obi versus Tinubu will be a very challenging match. Now, another group is when you look at the tweet of Aviation Minister Festus Keyamo. It's a very long one. I read it. I got a call. I forgot I was reading. It's too long. What is there? He's crying on behalf of Peter Obi. How will you do all these things and join a party to become vice president? Is that what you are fighting for? Oh, I pity Peter Obi. Oh, you're just lamenting about how Peter Obi's move will affect him as a person. I don't know the day he started loving Peter Obi that is now crying for him. You understand my point? So the issue is not about crying for Peter Obi. They saw that Peter Obi moving in that party will become a threat to APC. Because, simply put, all the obedient movement who supported him when he was Labour Party. Remember, many people who supported him are not a card-carrying member of any party, both in the diaspora and at home. They like his personality, his way of politics and stuff like that. So they supported him wholeheartedly. Now that they have moved to ADC, he will pull all those people who supported him during his stay in Labour Party and move them to APC. So once he gets nomination for ADC now, all those people will vote for him. All those people will support him. So ADC will just have a smooth sail. The only thing they will now do is to focus on ensuring that those INEC officials do the right thing. And I don't know, we'll see, watching to see what happens in Osun election and other off-cycle election prior to 2027. I can't use that number election to judge the new INEC chairman, but I think he may be a man, that will want to preserve his name, having seen what happened to Yakub Mahmoud, all right, the former INEC chairman. So if INEC do the right thing, and with the new law they just passed, about transmitting a result electronically and other, then there'll be a way out, okay? So if things are done the right way, Peter Obi will beat Tinubu hands down. Trust me on that. And that's why the people in APC are afraid. That's why you see them lament, tweet long tweet. That's why since Obi did this move that 1st December 2025, every day you see them, they are talking about Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. That's his issue. Because they are afraid of his movement. They acknowledge his movement. Most of them, including El-Rufai now, who is now in ADC, said there was few people in a room tweeting that Peter Obi is social media president. But on the election day, when he amassed 6-something million votes, everybody was scared. They never knew it was like that. Despite that, they deprived many people from voting, especially in Lagos. Remember? So, imagine what happens. ADC will be sure of clinching the whole of Southeast. They will be sure of clinching both Atiku's vote and Peter Obi's vote to be able to bring the leader. And in 2031, the same thing will happen. And by then, it will even be more, because those people in APC would have decamped because of the democratic dividend that ADC will be delivering. That's just what it is. Politics is all about calculation, thinking ahead, calculating ahead, giving some sacrifices, and then you'll be able to get the big part of it. But when you are short-sighted and you are bedeviled with what you want today, then you are not good for politics. And that's exactly the card Atiku is playing. His ambition scattered PDP. That's why Wika and his group formed the G5, because he refused that there will be zoning to the south at that time. And let him not bring it to ADC. So I don't know, but he has so much confidence in joining the ADC. That's why I'm worried. So probably His confidence is because ADC said they will throw the primaries open. So my advice to ADC, do not do open primaries, except if you have a system of checkmating dollar sharing. Peter Obi, even if he has the whole dollar in the world, Peter Obi will not share one shishi because he doesn't believe in that kind of strategy. He believes in people voting for him based on his competence, his capacity, his character, and integrity. He don't believe in sharing money for people to vote for him. Not that he doesn't have. He has to share, but he can't share. So if you don't stop the dollarization of primaries, then don't do open primary. That is the truth. So having said that, I think other Northerners who understood that the government they are seeing today is not what they can continue to see in the next 4 years from 2027. They should be able to sit down with Atiku, talk to him, give him these ideas I'm talking today. Let him see the future and forget about election 2027. Let him stay aside till 2031 when power goes to the north. He can come out by then. Allow the Southerners to finish their part. All right, they are remaining 4 years after this administration, and support the Southern candidate. And you will see how you will get that presidency on a platter of gold. But if you want to contest this 2027, I'm sorry, you will still fail and you will not be able to come out in 2031. That's the honest truth. Mark my words. I've read the system and I've seen it playing out. So guys, I don't know. Peter Obi is a force in Nigerian politics. No matter how you look at it, you may like him or hate him, but anywhere he moves, waves moves there. And even the APC acknowledged that he moved a lot of numbers in the 2023 general election. They couldn't believe what they saw when the result was coming out. So if they had collated the result and transmitted it electronically, you would have seen the number of votes Peter Obi pulled. So they just had played him in INEC. That's just what they did. And the man announced the result 3 a.m. and asked other people to go to court. The audacity of him telling people to go to court tells you that a lot of things went down the drain at the back room. When you understand Nigerian politics, you will play your card very well. Tinubu understood it. He played his card well. That's how he clinched the presidency, by fire, by force. He ran with it, he snatched it, he grabbed it, like he said, because he sat down, spent years to understudy the system. So that's what Atiku is supposed to do. Stay away from 2027 election. You have right to contest, no doubt about that. But if you're a political juggernaut, if you are somebody that is politically inclined, you will know that this 2027 is not for you. It's 2031. That's when the Northerners will have the platform. And by then, all the Southerners will support you people. So Peter Obi will gather the whole Southeast state to support you when you are now contesting in 2031. It doesn't matter what it is. So if you have contested 6 times and lost 6 times, this is the 7th one you want to find yourself in. Then I think your focus now should be how to get rid of APC. That should be your main focus. When power now comes to ADC, you people can now strategize yourself to take over from there. That's the sensible thing to do. But you people fighting yourselves on the inside of the party, creating confusion that Obi will now decamp again from ADC, or will just resign from the party that is not contesting anymore, and Amaechi will leave. So many people will leave. You get the ticket, nobody votes for you. What is the importance? What's the point? That's it. So there's no point creating confusion. Rather, be the elder statesman in that party to bring them together and have a common front. Select them. Otherwise, if you guys do not put a solid candidate who have the integrity, the competence, the capacity, the character, who has the crowd, you people cannot win Tinubu. That's the point. So that's why you people should think. So David Mark, think very well before you people conclude on that open primaries. You can't control the sharing of dollar. And if their dollar is to be shared, Atiku will win. It will be very sad that you people formed all this coalition, wasted all this time. At the end of the day, you achieved nothing. So guys, this is what I'm thinking is going to play out in 2027. But if Atiku fails to heed the words of wisdom, he's going to lose in 2027 if he cleans the ticket. And by then, he will fizzle out. In 2031, it will be immaterial. But if you hear the words of wisdom, stay away 2027, refresh yourself, bounce back in 2031. You're going to get it. Trust me on that. It's going to work out that way. We need to have political tolerance in the country. People should have right to follow whichever party they want to follow. People should have right to vote for who they want to vote for. There's no need attacking people for making choices. There's no need. Some of the tweet I'm seeing, even from the members of cabinet of the APC, tweeted. It doesn't concern you. Any party people want to join is his right. Just like you join APC is your right. So stay where you are. Leave other people who have joined their own party. Allow them to breed. Everybody is looking for what is suitable for him or her. So that's the point. Like Ireti Kingibe. She has come from Labour Party and joined the ADC. So a lot of them, people are camping. Many governors are come to APC now, right? So nobody talks about that. And most of them, I think the Plateau State governor Mufwang has also come to APC from PDP. And which other governor? I think, is it Taraba governor? Yeah, Taraba governor also they camped. Kefas. So you can see a lot of the camping. Why is Peter Obi's case different? Because it's a point of attraction. Because he's the one man everybody fears because of the mammoth crowd of the obedient he commands, because of the support that he has. Many people are out for him. They are ready for him, both in the diaspora, but at home. So that's why they are afraid. And with this new law of transmitting election electronically, it will hamper a lot of things for them. But I don't know if that law permits IREV to become the electronic collation center, so that any result in IREV will be used. Then politicians should be able to watch out for the back room of that server, because they will have the capacity to change figures through the back room and divert results to different parties. We have seen this happen even in the global world. So a lot of things will happen there, but by then we'll talk about all those strategies, things that need to be done, what to watch out for and stuff like that. But for now, we can say that Peter Obi has thrown his towel into the ADC and left the Labour Party, and they are also mourning his departure, irrespective of the kind of tweet they are putting out there. I know they felt the pain, they will feel the gap, because his presence really boosted the party. But now he has gone. I don't know how far with the party. You will see those factions in that party will die naturally. You will see what will happen. Those Apapa faction, the Abure faction, and the Caretaker faction, those factions will just die naturally. Why? Because it's just to disrupt the party, so that people won't have any platform. That's the point. But you will see, they will sort themselves out. That's what it is. And I don't know how many people that will be joining the party to contest election, because we did faction in the party. Then there's problem. So guys, I'm going to let it slide here. If you have anything to say concerning these things, if you know more than I do in these issues, please kindly put it at the comment section. So let's think about it. Do you believe in my narrative that Atiku should step aside for 2027 and prepare for 2031 when power returns to the north, and ADC to zone their ticket to the south, so that the southern candidates will be able to present a quality candidate to complete the remaining 4 years of the south? Then 2031, power goes to the north. Atiku can now come out if he wants to, or any other northern candidate to contest for the ADC, which I believe that they may have wrestled power from the APC by 2027 if they follow that route, and then consolidate power from 2031. And that's my thinking. But if you think otherwise, please let us know why you think so. Let us know your own views. What do you think concerning this whole thing? What do you think ADC should do? What do you think Atiku should do? Don't you think it should be looking at mobilizing the party to throw their ticket open to the south only? So I don't know, but these are the kind of permutations I'm seeing. So that's why I'm bringing this up. So let us know what you think in the comment section. And if you are new to my channel, kindly like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel and put on your notification bell, so that when my next new video drop, you'll be among those that will be notified. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. I'll see you in my next video. I'm signing out. See ya.